how old was he? You were obviously 17 initially. How old was he when you met him?
He must have been 26.
Oh no!
And he was tatted, you know. It's fine. I was 17. I made it through.
You were 19 at this point.
Okay,
but I'm gonna let you.
Okay, Mimi. And guess what her DP was?
What?
Guess.
No, not him and her.
Him and her. Like, do you actually know what that feels like?
Oh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Chioma. How you doing, darling?
Hi guys, I'm doing well. Let's see after this video. Right now I'm fine. So
let's see how it goes now. I've got the tissues. Like Chioma gave me a heads up. She's like, have some tissues prepared. So just in case, I got you, girl. And we got some wine. So we're gonna have just a bit of a girly chit chat, guys. I did say to you guys, if any of my subscribers want to share their dating story times, Lord knows I've shared enough of mine. If y'all want to come on and tell your truth, make sure you hit me up. You can hit me up with my business email. You can find that in my description box. But it's so good to have you on, darling. I'll give you a quick hug.
oh, thank you, girl.
You know, like I invited Chioma here and I really didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, is this going to be like a, 70-year-old woman?
Tell
like
them what you thought. Tell them what you thought was coming.
I thought she's going to be like a 40-year-old woman, and like I'm down with that. So I got like quite mature and put on my good blouse,
and I'm up in here looking like Tatiana. So
you look cute. So like, no, we just had like a bit of a chit chat and like just really good vibes, no?
Great vibes.
But she's not told me any of her story yet, guys, so I definitely want to hear all about it.
I've actually been trying to hold it all in because
really?
Yeah, because actually where we're filming is like 2 minutes away from where he lives.
Are you kidding me?
So when I clocked, I even told my vlog, like as I was driving, I was like, I'm 17,
no,
yeah?
Guys.
Oh, pardon me. I was like, whatever the postcode was, yeah? And I was like, nah, this is really close to.
So wait, if I go outside right now, there's a good chance that I might run into your.
No, because you'll be at work now.
Okay,
that's if you still.
So wait, what we gonna call
employed?
him?
Right.
We give aliases here. Nobody's trying to get sued. Like, what we gonna call him?
I don't know what we can call him other than a couple of things that you may get demonetized for.
But let's just. I want my coin.
We need that coin, Tony. So let's just call him H.
Just call him H.
That's it.
H. I want to get into the tea, but before I get into the tea, guys, Chioma is a blogger as well, and she's got her own YouTube channel. So shout yourself out, girl.
Hey guys, so I have a channel called the KMK Creations, so THEKMK Creations. Yeah, it'll be flashing on the screen, so show your girl some love and come through, see what my channel's about. If you like, join the fam.
But it's good to have you on, girl. I really appreciate you coming out.
You're very welcome. I appreciate you extending the invite.
So tell me right from the beginning, like, who is H and what's the T?
Okay, so H is, as of now, my ex-boyfriend.
Okay, wait, let's start right at the beginning. How did you meet him?
Okay. So basically, I was 17 and it was that time where, obviously coming from a Nigerian background, you can't really like be out past like 5 p.m. So me and my friend were like always keen on like going to London, showing out, turning up. There was an event going on. Of course we were 17. I had fake ID and my friend didn't have anything.
Wait, where'd you get fake ID from?
Listen, Liverpool girls don't carry last, you know. If we want to go out, we want to go out.
Wow.
We got the plug, okay?
Some of us had to wait till we came of age before we went out.
One of my friends gave me the fake ID and it was like one of her friends gave it to us.
So where did H come in?
So we were at the bus stop waiting.
Yeah.
And the club must have finished now, or he was just coming out of the club anyway with his friend. So we're at the bus stop and he approaches the bus stop. I think they were walking to their car. And you know the usual, just like guys just approaching you on the road and stuff. So his friend was actually interested in my friend. Yeah. So they were talking and I was just kind of there like looking at him thinking, oh my god, you're bloody gorgeous.
Really? What did he like? Tell me everything.
He was my complexion, very like symmetrical features. He had that mohawk going on, he was beard gang, he was tatted, you know.
How tall was he?
He's not actually that tall. I think he might be like 5'10".
Okay.
So yeah, so to me he was like,
it sounds cute.
So like, you know when you instantly look at someone and there's an
you're a
attraction.
bit of me. You're a bit of
He
me
was
then.
a lot of me.
Okay.
That's why it took me 4 years. It was a lot of me. Anyway, so yeah, one thing led to another. Long story short, he did ask for my number, and we arranged to meet up the next day because it was bank holiday Monday, so they weren't working. Also, they took us to Nando's.
Jen, that's a freaking upgrade because I'm meant to be taking you to McDonald's, okay?
Which type of
Nando's, I promise you, I'm no men, not me. Can't try that issue with me, darling. But I know men who have taken, well, maybe boys to be fair.
Yeah,
boys
I can't even believe I was a Nando's girl. Like, I'm very disgusted in myself.
Yeah, I love Nando's.
Yeah, but
maybe not for a date.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was a bit casual because it was like
chilled.
The both of them were going and the both of us were going. So fair enough.
So it's another date.
We went. Like I said, there was a lot of attraction. So I feel like where our problem was, it was just attraction. That was all it was.
Okay.
So as things progressed, obviously I thought, oh my god, I really like this guy. He's so hot. You know, he's working. He was Igbo. That was it. You know, I don't think anyone else could try that rubbish with me. Like I was so fixated on I'm Igbo. I'm gonna go with an Igbo person to the point where that even Igbo person, he could have killed me.
Yeah, you ignored.
He could have killed me in that love because he's Igbo. Honestly. So yeah, I went back to Liverpool. Did my whole A-levels and everything, so we were dating throughout that whole period, and then when I came, and everything was fine, to be honest. Like, he didn't come and see me very often. He'd only come to see me once in, I think, so what, a 2-year period, 1.5 year period. He'd only been to see me once on my 18th birthday.
In Liverpool?
Yeah,
2 years. Wow. So you were coming to see him?
Yeah,
all the time,
I was going down
basically.
to London a lot.
How often? Like, how often were you?
Every open day for uni, every chance.
Which chance you got?
I probably would say maybe like once every 2 months I was going down. Just saying that I was going to see my auntie. So yeah, so he'd never come to see me apart from once in that 2-year period. So that was really the only thing that wouldn't really like niggle at me.
Yeah.
But everything else seemed to be
good.
like very kosher. Like, we would talk all the time.
Did you feel like you loved him? Like, were you in love with him?
Yeah, I was definitely like desperately in love with him. I was blind. I felt like I loved him as though he was one of my own. Like, he could have been my child. Like, you know, you just have that level of care for someone. It's not even about us sleeping together. It's not about, oh, we look cute together. Like, I just genuinely wanted to see this guy win in every way, shape or form.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be on that journey with him.
Yeah.
So fast forward now till me going to uni. I went to uni in Bedfordshire, so I wasn't too far from London, and that's when the scales
started to fall from the eyes.
I mean, they were falling like
point
millimeters at a time, but they were still falling because there was just a lot of stuff that was coming to my attention.
Wait, so I've got to ask quickly, were you guys boyfriend and girlfriend? It's obviously 2+ years. Okay, you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Legitimately, like, type. And no, I'm not that type of bitch to assume no type of title, because that's just embarrassing. I can't do that. So he was asking me, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, duh. He even thought, because he had a child as well. Now, he had a mixed race child, and he like swore there was nothing with his baby mom. And to be fair, I didn't even care, because I'd already you don't even need to tell me. I know you have a child. I know what your baby mom looks like.
You've done the research.
I already knew.
She's done the stalking,
Like,
guys.
see, you're even good that you came to report yourself, because I was giving you time. Like, when are you gonna
knew
say?
what's up.
So I'd already assessed the situation, and there was nothing for me to be concerned by. And obviously, we were like only just really new at that stage. So.
Wait, how old was he? You were obviously 17 initially. How old was he when you met him?
He must have been 26.
Oh no, girl, let me tell you guys out here, an experienced man dating a young and virtually inexperienced girl. Why?
Recipe for disaster.
Recipe.
Let me tell you in case you don't know.
He will
Recipe for disaster.
use you. He will fool you. Nah, that's never, like, it's a good 10 years, and when you're that young, that's never, okay, let me not, okay, tell me more. You moved to uni, Bedfordshire. Yeah, what happened?
So, and everything was fine at first. Obviously, I was a fresher, so he was like, you know, just really around me at that time. And then, I don't know what happened. There was a particular incident where something came up on social media about these thieves in Lagos, they stole like 4 laptops, and you know how it is in Lagos, they got caught, and the people wanted to burn them.
Wow.
And I was just like, well, if you're going to be about that life, then be about that life. Like, I don't understand where my sympathy is supposed to come into that. And he was like, you know, so it was like an argument about that. Ever since that argument, things were never the same. Like,
you realised that you're a cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah, and no, it's quite a trivial like scenario, but my rationale, obviously, because I had to start rationalising, like, why fuck are things different between us now? And you know, he had mentioned that, like, you know, you're not who I thought you were. You are a cold-hearted person. You know.
Well, off of the back of that.
No, I'm telling you. And do you know what? Little old me, I'm like, you know what? I am a bit of a cold-hearted bitch. Like, you know,
internalized it.
I legit internalized it, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to stop being like this because it's costing me my relationship type of thing. So that was that element of, I don't know if you want to call it deception or whatever it was, but that's where I lost myself in the sauce, because I was already trying to think of ways how I could be
change,
more, like, what
to make him happy.
So after that, like I said, I noticed things were different, and I went teen in like September. So by December, we were already very rocky. In 4 months, I'd already not caught him, but kind of caught him out with another girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he was telling me that. I can't remember how I came about to know, but he was like, oh, there's a girl here. She's staying with me because she's got nowhere else to go. She's a friend of a friend and she's homeless. So she's sleeping on my couch. Meanwhile, this guy didn't have shishi to his name, okay? So he was a 26-year-old man staying in a bed sit.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, the couch may as well be your bed, to be honest.
It's
not,
so basically
it's not like
my bed, you know, but she's staying on the sofa.
Like, the couch is there, the bed is there, like, you know? So, and I was like, okay. I remember I was with my friend my friend that had kind of been on the whole journey with us, and she was there that day when we met. I was with her when he said, and she was like, are you dumb? And I was like, so when he says things like this, like, oh, there's a girl here, I don't want to be that girl that is jumping to conclusions and acting
you want to
crazy.
give him the benefit of the doubt because he's telling you know, so you're like, well, he's telling me, so he's
surely,
not lying.
And even if anything were to happen, then I can't come and kill myself. That's who I should have been, and I didn't maintain like that. I kind of got, like I said, lost in the sauce. So she was like questioning me, like, do you believe him and all of that. I was like, well, that's what he said, that's what it is. Like, there's no argument about it right now going. And he was basically cheating on me with this girl for like a very long period of time, like months and months, pardon me. And I just kept catching him out on so many different occasions, and we broke up and then we got back together, and he was like, yeah, I'm not doing it no more, like, I promise. Like,
so wait, he was cheating on you and you were catching him?
Yeah, because I would be looking, because
away?
ever since that incident where my friend questioned me, like, do you believe him? And obviously I thought I was about that life. I was like, yeah, I believe him, like, it's fine. And then, you know, things started to just trickle into my brain. So anytime I was with him, you know, there was times like we'd be together and then he'd go out for like 2 hours saying that he's going up the road. And then he would come back
2 hours later.
But he's like getting dressed to go out down the road. He's like getting dressed, putting on shit. And I'm just like there in the bed, like, yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back. And all of this, like, he was just moving he was moving mad.
So like that girl is at home with you and you're putting on shit.
And cologne.
Oh man.
Nah, I must look like such. No, anyway, it's fine. I was 17. I made it through.
You were 19 at this point, darling.
Okay, but
I'm gonna let you
Mimi. So
he's going out, yeah. So you kind of knew.
Yeah, so there were just a lot of red flags.
Okay.
So that got me to be obviously a bit more inquisitive. So I started looking at his phone, getting his password. Thank God he had the password was his son's name. And I was just seeing messages upon messages with this girl in particular. A couple of other girls where I could be like, oh, well, they're just a bit thirsty. But there was this one girl in particular. I mean, the thing about it is I did not understand. If he had cheated on me with a bad bitch, like someone that was equal to me or above, because obviously I was still quite young. So, you know, I'm not a millionaire. I can't be that much of a bad bitch at 19. But I was on my way. So if he was cheating on me with like a bad bitch, I'd be like, oh, cool. Please stay your lane.
Was she basic? Oh no.
No, like she was very basic.
Oh no.
She was And she was a dot. You could just tell that it's because of the pum pum. That's it. Like, she was very like sexualized, you know, a Jamo girl. Such no offense, but she was a Jamo girl. Mimi's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to blurt that bit out.
We're not offending any of our Jamaican subscribers today.
Yeah, she was like a yardie. She was a proper yardie girl. She was clapped but had a nice body. You know, it was that type of situation. I was like, So I was like researching, like, what kind of styles can I do? Like, everything was about what can I do to stop this from happening.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, caught him out a couple of times, and he just always kind of worm his way out of it, and I would take him back. And then we were kind of getting to a bit of a better place after that, you know, because there's only so many times you can be caught out before you're like, okay, let me actually just behave myself. So he was fixing up a little bit, and then we would just fight, and just a lot of things happened. It just wasn't working. And one thing that I kind of realized that I didn't want to accept shortly after the whole cheating scandal and everything was that we don't actually have a good relationship. Like, yes, we have like an insane attraction towards each other, but literally that's all our foundation was in that relationship. There was no friendship, there was no nothing. We were not on the same wavelength in any way, shape or form. It was just the fact that he was Igbo and he was handsome, and we were obviously attracted to each other. So I literally built like my whole, like, I never even used to fantasize about being married, I was never that girl. Like, I've always been a very independent thinker. I had like this whole plan of how we were gonna get married. Like, I was so mentally and emotionally invested into this person. It was just a joke.
So when did like that start to change?
Because basically there was a girl on Instagram that liked his picture. So at this point I was very paranoid. So I would look at all of his likes, who's liking his photos, who are behind these likes.
I wanted to know what's going on.
And there was this girl's page I clicked on, and guess what her DP was?
What?
Guess.
No, not him and her.
Him and her. Like, do you actually know what that feels like?
Oh, like they're bold. Like they're actually bold.
Like this.
Not no.
Like, I was just like, I can't even explain how I felt, but you can only try and imagine.
So she left a comment on his Instagram?
No, so she liked his picture.
Okay.
So obviously I went through all of the likes, and any bitch that's liking, I'm checking them out. So all of the other ones were kosher.
Good.
Like, do you know what?
Investigative shit right there.
No, it's current. Leave it. If you have to investigate that much, just leave it.
Just know, just something's
fishy.
If you that insecure and unsure, there's someone going on.
So yeah. So
and her DP.
Yeah, it was her DP. And the thing, it was even one of the last people. You know, I got through like everyone, and I was like, okay. Everybody looks good. And then hers was like the last one. I just, I wanted to actually die.
And this is a different girl from
This is a different girl now. Okay. So, obviously, I called him up and I was like, I've just seen this, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I can explain. I can't even remember the rubbish that you explained to me, that I decided to believe him, but something like that. And he's like, oh, we're just really good friends. And I'm like, I was like, in my mind, I was like, I can't even say I'm really good friends with you. Like, I can't actually even say that. Like,
even you're my boyfriend, I'm not even really good friends with you. How is this like a really
we
good
have no friendship, but again, just kind of desperately clinging on. So he convinced me about that one now, and then this girl was the real bone of contention. I thought Tatiana was the bone of contention, but this one, again, clapped. Alright, body. I just couldn't see it, and that was my frustration. I was like, surely it can't be that deep, because I'm a nice looking girl. I'm educated. Like, I can't even explain the frustration. Like, nice looking, educated. I'm from your hometown.
Like, what the hell?
Like, honestly, it was really frustrating for me, because I was like, why? Like, almost like, why don't you like me? Like, why you keep cheating on me with people that aren't up to level? And it's not like I was deceiving myself that maybe they were nicer than me. Like, honestly, if I could show you screenshots, they were not nicer than me. They were not. So I just couldn't get it. And part of that frustration is what I think kept me in that vicious cycle, because I just wanted to see really what was going on. What was it, instead of just calling it quits and moving on. So found out that he was obviously doing something with her, but he kept denying, and I don't really have too much proof other than her pictures. So I had to like make her DPs rather. So I had to make a fake account to follow her.
That's my girl.
When she now opened the page. They were on holiday together.
No.
Mate, there was a time I remember he told me, oh, I'm going away on business to, I can't remember where it was, but I was Spain or Turkey or something. Yeah, his brother's, both boys now. His brother's got a business, he's going to like check it out. So all that time he was telling me he was on business.
With some next chick
that he missed my birthday for. He sent me flour and chocolate.
Oh no.
He sent me flour
it's
and
hit my heart.
No, I was like, no, honestly.
So while he's missing your birthday, he's wining and dining some next hoe and
that isn't
flying
even
her
nice.
out.
That
and
isn't even
flying
nice.
her out. Men.
The thing, she wasn't.
No.
Now this was his excuse. Yeah, she worked for EasyJet.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then I just recognized her on the plane, and she came up to me, and you know, we were just hanging out. We're just friends. And I'm just friends on top motorbike. Take a picture.
Yeah.
In
And
the
then she's even
pool.
posting, like she's like actually
yeah, and the thing
posting
is,
it and made you a DP.
the things that she would post, like I think there was even one time she posted something like happy anniversary. Like I just kept on finding so many different, there was so many layers to this onion, bruv. She was like happy anniversary. So every time I would find out things like this, I'll go back to him and be like, why go on? And he's like spinning me one lie or the other, and I'm like, okay.
Always got an explanation, basically.
Always got an explanation. And I think
What
even-
demons? Who knew? I thought the
Zero.
Yorubas had it on lock.
Take that Yoruba demon, because if you should meet an Igbo demon, yeah.
Igbo demon.
If you should meet one,
run.
honestly, you really might not survive. So I just couldn't understand why I was being cheated on. I didn't get it. Like, as I said, it just a lot of things weren't adding up to me. So it kept me in that cycle. So basically, all in all, it came out that they
Wait,
had
I'm
this
just gonna ask you that. Do
Yeah.
you think he was cheating on you
from the
because he could get away with it?
Definitely,
Because every
definitely.
time you found something,
Definitely.
you believed him or you let him explain
Yeah.
it away. Do you
Definitely.
think that's why he just carried on?
Definitely. If you're gonna let a man do something, he's gonna do it. Like the same with a
Yeah,
female.
100.
If you're cheating on your man the first time and he's like, oh, okay, alright, you're not.
carry on,
There's
aren't
there's no deterrent.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no.
You should, oh, I'm getting away with it. I'll just carry on.
So yeah, no, I completely understand that. My whole rationale in this 4-year period was highly flawed, but again, I had to rationalize why it was highly flawed. if
yeah,
that makes
when
any
you're in
sense.
it, you don't. You're feeling too much. You can't really think logically.
You can't.
Yeah,
You
we've all
can't.
been there.
And like
So
I
do you
said,
think-
I just legit believed that this was my husband. Like we were gonna get married. Like, you know,
This was your bone.
the bone of my bone.
That's what my mum be always telling me.
So yeah, so it was basically this whole battle with this girl. Like she kind of got to find out about me.
Should you DM her?
I didn't DM. No, I'm never
Okay.
like that, because what's my business with the girl? My beef is with
I
her.
want to know the truth. You know, like it's not like I'm gonna come for
Yeah,
the
but
girl.
I can already see
but
the
I want to
truth.
know, like, but irrefutable. When my guy is still denying it, how is he gonna deny it when his side chick is like, no? it's
Maybe
really
I
big.
I don't know why.
You
I
didn't.
DM'd
No,
her,
but you. That's. I
just
rate
didn't-
that. I rate that. 'cause
I just
me-
didn't see. I just didn't see the point. But it got to the point where she knew about me, and he would start using her against me in conversations where I would bring her up. He's like, she's my friend. She would never act like this. She's not as crazy as you are.
manipulating
Like,
you.
I'm telling you, the
to make
whole
you think that
works.
you're crazy.
The whole works. The whole works. The whole works. So it got to a point now. We've been broken up for actually like maybe a month. Like not just like this break up next week, back together next week. We've broken up for a good period of time, and he comes back and says somebody is pregnant for him. Because obviously we were speaking about getting back together, but he said, well, yeah, but someone is pregnant for me. So I'm like, obviously, oh, that's all right. Literally, I was like, oh, that's all right. You know, we've been broken up. So Mimi, I was in the...
What, you think he got the bitch pregnant in that 1 month you were breaking up?
It was even another girl. It was even another girl.
So not Yardi, not Holiday, EasyJet,
Not
pilot
EasyJet,
babe.
another girl. It was another girl. Because I was like, is it that girl? And he was like, we called the girl A. He was like, is it that girl? And he was like, no, it's someone else. It was literally just like a one-time thing. So that was the whole thing. But the thing was, he'd been lying about the timelines. So obviously he thought I would think that, oh, well, he got her pregnant while we were breaking up.
Yeah.
So while he was actually telling me, oh, she's just been told that she's got pregnant, that she's pregnant, she was actually giving birth. I didn't even know how I ended up doing this DIY investigation made, but in the end it actually turned out that she wasn't just pregnant, she'd already given birth like a couple of months ago. Like, so the baby was fresh out.
Newborn baby.
Fresh out.
He had a baby on you.
He had a baby on me, literally. So